Both founding members of the Big East, in St. John's and Seton Hall, so certainly there's been a lot of games played between both. It's always tough to play there. I mean, we haven't had a lot of success recently, over the last few years. It's an intimate atmosphere where, you can feel every single person that's making noise, you feel it.
I know it's like a rivalry, it's like a New Jersey, New York thing, so I knew it was a big game.
They're an incredible team. Love playing against them. You definitely have to bring your A game when you're playing against them, as well as any team in the Big East.
As a kid, I used to come to the games, and that's a big rivalry always. So to be a part of it and to be able to get the win was just great.
Our teams are kind of similar, so it's always a good game because both teams have fast, quick guards, so it's like you really got to lock down and focus.
It was a great atmosphere. The mic being mic'd up, they added another dimension to the game, so you had to be a little bit more aware of what was going on.
Honestly, he wasn't much different.
Check good screens. Don't let them again. Do what you need to do your job.
Being mic'd up, you have to be aware of everything. I think you're a little bit more mindful of what you're saying in the huddles. You're trying to be, maybe you have a little bit more gamesmanship and maybe what you're trying to call, play calls. I learned after the first time I did it that it's better to be yourself and better to continue to be consistent on how you're communicating with your players rather than be worried about what you're gonna say.
Getting that win in that gym, it was just so huge for us. It was my first win there, and I know it was huge for him too. We just felt like we needed to down some waters.
We were actually waiting for Joey T for quite some time in the locker room. We're like plotting, we're like, everybody calm down, calm down. Then when we came in, it was an incredible feeling, and it was definitely something that we wanted to experience again.
It's great to see our team get excited. So after the game, you get the water shower. I wasn't expecting it, to be honest with you, moving forward, another game for me and for us, but that just showed, I thought, how important it was to them to be able to play that way, to be able to finish the game, and that was the part that I was excited about.
The last half of the season is very important for us. We have to close out strong, and these last 10 games are just as important as the first 10, and we just want to attack it, 100%.
We played the first half, and we know how the teams play. We know what players are going to do. So for us, it's really locking in and for us to continue beating the teams that we're beating.
I really just want to stay more consistent in these last games. I know we have it in us, and these last games, we're definitely more determined, and from the last game, we see what we're capable of.
So we're continuing to build, we're continuing to move up the hill, and so we want to make sure we're peaking at the right time, and we're able to finish. And so the last couple games, I've been really proud of how we've been able to do that. Regardless of who you're playing, where you are, to be able to close games out was a big piece as to why you're going to be either a great team or you're going to be a good team.